It's gonna be a conversation.
All right. Welcome to the City Council Chambers. This is a preliminary budget hearing of October 7th, 2024. We got public comments. Okay. Public hearing preliminary budget of fiscal year 24-25. Everybody on the council's got to go through this. Any questions on it? Okay. So I just asked for a motion to accept the preliminary budget of fiscal year 24-25.
Let's take a few minutes here, if you will.
For a minute and see if there's anything you want to do. What are the areas that needed to be? So I think I'm going to see on that fit. There's something up there. I had to. Changing a few things in the water side. A little bit and police. I was able to do pretty much. Just make some adjusting things. Yeah. In doing this, I kind of found out it seems like everybody does it differently. What should occur? So Amy asked for help. You get different answers. Not everybody you talk to. So the way I did it is the first person that helped me go through it was Leanne over in Libby on theirs. For them, they make sure the general fund, their water and whatever else they have, their public works, whatever else they have, and then I did our electric, and made sure that expenditures to revenue balance for those. I guess that's, in looking back, doesn't look like that's, but that's what I went with, because that's who was helping me set it up and do it, so that's what I did. It looked more like to me that the stuff with the levies and stuff is where they tried to make, it was in the past trying to make that stuff match dollar for dollar between expenditures. So, but overall, it has to budget. There's a worksheet the state gives you to put in all of this into that, and then you have to make balance and have metrics. So good either way, I think, whichever way tried to do. So that's how I did it. Because yes, then the second person that was helping me, I told her what I'd done. She's like, ah. But she's like, but no, it sounds like it looks like everything's good. So it should be covered.
So dollar amount as far as what we're getting, does it match what we're budgeting?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So you're saying we've done it differently as far as not trying to match our spending to our budget? I mean, that's kind of what I remember is that we gotta make sure we're there or lower.
Yeah.
Not necessarily right on.
Right. And so this time I was trying to make it in that, at least for general funds, we were thinking what's going to happen. Public works, water and sewer, and then sort of like that. The other thing that she did tell me, because I was like, okay, how do I need to adjust for the grants? And she said, it's hard to try and figure out where you're at with them, so they just keep everything, all the dollars there until it's time to close. So that's what I did.
And then if we've got more things,
do it better than that. Yeah. And then one of the parts was, I think she's done the budget amendments in the past at the same time. And when I was talking to Jody Rogers at Montana League of Towns and Cities and Towns, whichever it is. She said, no, we'll hold off on doing that until we get close enough to the year and start getting our kids. She said, don't worry about that one right now, that resolution. So far, all I just forgetting sometimes it's easiest to look at the resolution on the list. So as far as the mills, we're at total 154.15 on mills. I think that's up for last year by about. It wasn't much. It was like 1.14%.
That's all in place.
Yeah.
What did we get for gas appropriation or,
The gas tax,
So 30,057.
did I read that right? Is it?
you see on the next agenda. TJ, you see,
Oh, so
it had more of a breakdown.
39,000.
Yeah. And the gas tax special road and street, that's apparently now all rolled into that gas tax.
So no more spring or the oil sprinkling, and that's not separated.
That's separate.
I think that part is separate.
Oh,
Yeah,
There was two different things that we got.
Gas.
20.
Gas, yeah, gas apportionment from, and they rolled it all into one this year.
Gas appropriates from tax from gas sales and sprinklers. Tax, road frontage on us.
The allocation, gas tax allocation, is that $154,757? Yes. Well,
That's up, isn't it?
it's up from the year before last year, so that's what we.
Gosh, I don't know if that was like 70 or 80.
Well, when we started out, and then we got down to it, that's what more. That's what that one actually.
There's a resolution we have to pass for that too, don't we? For the gas,
To accept the money.
yeah,
Yeah.
if I remember that.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know where you at. Right now.
Just put on your radar, so.
Hey Chuck,
Yeah,
in the fire department, on the safety line, we were asking for some money for vehicles and whatnot. That was $1,000 in safety on that one, it's not there. So we can send all the guys in for.
The physicals, yeah, we
The
talked.
road paying half of it, but it's not in the budget.
That may have been one of the ones that I was trying to adjust. Since it was new, I took it off there.
Well, we had already had the 2 in there, she had a 2 in there. We were. For it to be 50/50, it'd have to be like 1,500,
Yeah.
so, cause the world we got half, and the city we got half, and it's, so. They were looking for it's gonna cost about $100. But some of it's gonna be covered, and some doesn't have our DOT physical ready, but it's still. So we're fortunate enough to start getting these guys in, so.
Yeah, that was, I think, one of the spots that I needed to cut, to try and balance. And since that was a new line item, that was why I picked that one. Cause I tried to make sure to try and leave in for the gear.
How much do you need for that?
1,500.
At least 1,500, but we're not, I mean, probably save a lot, like I said, a lot of us have DOT physicals already, so. A lot of the guys are already getting covered by their work or by whatever, so we might not use all that, but we really need to get this in place. It's a huge safety thing. So, I mean, we appreciate the gear, we really need that, but we also need to get these guys into physicals and stuff, but it'll help you guys if anything ever happened.
Who's covering it?
It's covering everybody by half.
You have it checked out, people being on fire ground.
Yes.
It's a standard operating.
It's PA, so, shit.
And it's in the Montana NCA's too, so.
Cause I'm assuming it's a medical questionnaire for respirator also.
Yeah, well, what's your name, Levi's
Since she has an in-house lab, she's gonna do the lab work, blood work, that, and then we are gonna work with Libby to get their fit test machine to do fit tests.
Do quantitative.
So. Trying to get that, we're trying to get up to standards and.
If you can't get Libby's, let me know, and I might get one out of our warehouse
Okay.
and use it.
The hospital might want you one too. Yeah.
So.
Where can we squeeze $1,500 out of?
Well, there are two there, if you give us, if we can somehow squeeze $1,000, I mean, 1,200, we can make that work. So.
Did you see anywhere we can squeeze that out? I know that was definitely one thing we talked about with the fire company. Yeah, they were here.
Repair and maintenance, I mean, can we take the 500 out of there, cause that will move that up?
Yeah, it's higher than it was last year.
Yeah, but we'd ask for a little bit more just because the maintenance has been going up every year, trucks are getting older. I mean, we bumped our budget up a little bit because we've been, staying, we've never changed our budget. So we needed to go up somewhere a little bit. Out of our budget, everything that we got, we kind of need. I mean, preferably, of course.
Question is, where do we get $1,500 out of general fund?
Yeah.
Your budget.
One person got it, protection only. Oh, no.
The museum budget is mostly grant, is it? My biggest conflict, but.
Even if you guys don't get us 800, make it even 1,000 more.
No, we need to find $1,500 somewhere because it's something that's long past due. I know it's NFPA, it's federal, should require. We don't wanna go down the road of not being compliant with that.
So something happens, it's gonna cost way more than that.
And not taking it out of their budget, overall budget, so. Sorry to throw rocks, Paula.
Would you like to cut?
Can you think of a place where make a fence it up a little bit for us from still conventional furnace or new places?
Take it off, please, we just. They got it right. The hell went up me too. Hey, you got. We'll give him a raise, he gave him an extra $100 a year, so it's 400. He pays 9, so.
So, I mean, I got advertising in City Hall. Because we had budgeted $300 and we spent $1,400, so
Last year.
yeah. So I bumped it up to 800, but.
So we,
Back down with 300,
Yeah.
that give us 500 there.
so can we touch any of the gas apportionment of that at all? To move over? Like, it's like, you want to see that everything. I just think that was one of the line items that we added this year.
Hey Ward, I got a question for you for parks. Under operating supplies, you had $8,000, and the year before you spent $5,200. Do you remember what the extra?
We might not be on the right page of this information.
I may not be in the right place too.
Expenditures and purposes of.
Yeah, faith floor claw, bottom.
But
Or
not
cemetery.
not water.
Yeah, not water and sewer, not that. No, but it's also against the water department, under general.
Maintenance, 10,000.
So,
52 last year.
Did you say repair and maintenance supplies?
operating supplies,
Oh,
220.
so there's the.
We kept that the same, it looks like we only spent 65%.
We haven't, was that for your, for, that we haven't paid? So that's, I thought we just didn't get it in last year, and then it didn't happen yet, yeah. This is a little like. Yeah, so this is what we were getting, 28,000 what we bring in, well, over. Estimated to bring in, what we get brought out.
Is your,
Is your.
That might have been, cause it was like 50.
So, Paul, where can we draw from like the Christmas tree lighting, and I know we never use that much every year, usually we'll put that one in here, and never stick all out. And even when we restart turning light on, use that.
oh, and then the
So could we call?
next line item down here,
If it's, you see, it's,
It's on economic development,
5,
page 6 of 12, down at the bottom.
okay, no, is
You
that?
have to- Sweeper.
That's not yeah,
Cause I know when we have to use it, we put it back in, for it to get fun. Yes.
what were you saying, Warren?
We've got the sweeper over at that repair place in Kalispell, and we couldn't figure out whether.
Okay, so at that point, we have that one bumped up.
Yeah, I think, they're still kind of waiting to see what they find and how much that's gonna be. They seem to think of fairly soon. So that's not really considered. Yeah. The operating supplies that they.
so that was weird. Just saying, but.
Cause I think the quote was, it was.
Yeah, and training for precision fund stuff. Well, that one did. Since I went to that one in Yellowstone this last week, no,
Yeah.
one or both. If we could both go to the one in May, I would like that. But I don't know that that's gonna work. So one of us needs to go at least, so that's. Another big chunk.
So can we skinny that up a little bit more?
Yeah, if we have to.
Which
And
one?
then, parks maintenance and development, line item 220, page 4 of 12 under.
Just not only for this.
I just, if we can maybe take some out of there, find another line item,
Yeah, so I've
not the
got,
whole 1,500.
I got 500 out. Advertising under City Hall.
So we need another 500, 700.
You got it done with. Hey, we can make it 1,000, we can make, that's. Yeah.
So if we get 500 up on that, then we're.
So.
So it's 75.
So.
If you remember, just let us know and we'll take it out of another line item. So, to make sure.
Yeah, right.
$500 from operating supplies on parks and put that 1,000 in there, that would make 1,200. Okay.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. You want 200 back.
So that's gonna be 1,200 on that safety line.
Yeah.
And the turnout gear, Paul, that's with the grant that you got, correct?
Yeah, yes, so I've got 5,000 in for it. So.
And when was and that's available?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say you did the floor in the bathtub? I saw they were.
Yeah, it's completely done. My guys they're at the water school this week. So, I mean, I can start wondering some of the time. Next week when they're back on, for sure, we'll get back on.
They get both sides? Or-
Yeah,
both
yeah.
shower and bath?
Yeah, they got some shower central. And they put it's up in the bathroom, that's the extra bit of texture. So it almost feels like sharks.
Yeah.
Got that. It's, yeah, they turned out awesome. I've got pictures of it. We're gonna bring them next council meeting. I'll schedule that for 9 o'clock now. I'll schedule that for 9 o'clock.
What did that come up, your cost wise?
Yeah. Oh, what was it called? It was like 50,
Yeah, so weren't we able to capture that on last year's or this year's?
I think comes back with it.
Yeah.
What's that?
This year's.
Yeah, this year's budget.
It's only 10.
Sure.
As long as they got what they wanted.
So guys,
As long as you guys got what you wanted, you good with that?
thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
How are we doing on water, sewer, electric overall? I know water, we were with the change order from TCI. Do we have some reserve built up?
For
With TCI.
The change order we got, the
the extra.
65,000 change order for the behind IGA, kinda wiped us out, so are we, how's our water sitting overall for 24-25?
How do you think it's sitting there, Ward?
Yes.
You can't see them too many of those. So.
So we got 1.8 million, almost 1.9.
Yeah, that's with those grants that are still out there for the stuff we've got going.
The water meter solution, smart meters stuff should be here anytime. Chris, I talked with him again, I think he's gonna be here this week.
Okay.
And then the stuff in there, you should.
I think they've been focusing more on sewer, haven't they, than the water?
Yeah, as far as the RFP stuff, yeah, that's still, sorry, I thought I knew the other, okay, got like, so. I think it's pretty well, he's got everything he needed from me, I pretty well got the design figured out for the sewer part.
Okay.
The water one, I think, they're still trying to figure out exactly the spacing. The water and sewer separate from proper distance and all that, but last I heard it was good things, so.
So without our grants and everything, do we have something in reserve? Is it just in case or?
No, for water, I don't know if we've got much. Sewer, we do. I'm trying to. I don't remember how much it was. Water's kind of short. Well, yes, I should. We had some wiggle room on sewer. It's not as much as water. was the change order with TCI that impacted it?
That was,
Unforeseen conditions.
Rocky, yes,
No, no, so you know.
There were more than that. The cost of pipe is another big one. That was big.
Which ones?
The cost of pipe was a good spot. Absolutely. The extra on the board. Against the inside of the board, and they came across boulders.
Like a signed agreement.
When when we had the meeting with them up there, and I explained to them, and they thought they could bore through it easier. Yeah, no, it didn't happen.
No, they knew what they were doing, they're the same board company that board over there by the town hall, and they knew exactly what they're getting.
The same board company that was here from Montana Sky.
Yeah. No, well, Zipley had different ones, and Zipley's guys actually were, you know, they had no issues, but these guys, they did, breaking their rigs.
Which should fit our people. You know.
Oh, well. I'm going to get it. You don't need more than that.
Yeah, we'll just have to get along.
I think we did that once, okay?
Next year we go into our rate case for our 2 years, and then we also go into the provider of choice rate case, which that's a 20-year agreement. We go with BP and with the actual control of Libby Dam, we don't know exactly what that's going to do to our rates for the future because it was in the U.S. treaty between U.S. and Canada over Lake Koocaduce and the water levels and the allowance of flow, and so we're still finalizing that stuff. So we'll see what happens next year when it comes to the rate case. I can't predict anything, so I'd like to say it stayed the same, but last time we did the provider of choice, which was 20 years ago, is when they took out all of the basically energy efficiency stuff that they got from the Hungry Horse Reservoir and Hungry Horse Dam, and that jumped the rates up by like 25%. So I have no idea what's going to happen to us. So it is just, we'll see when it gets closer.
And we get no power from Libby Dam.
No, we do. We didn't during the last storm because they had us out of normal configuration because they're working on Libby Dam. So, but normally our power goes from Libby Dam towards Bonner. But the last storm we just had it. So, yeah. Those charging stations think it's about as 2 houses.
You think it'll be a cyber truck, you can plow on it.
I don't know. Waiting about the word pulled up a ditch. I was thinking, yeah, I should not want it. It's too long to get nothing can list every gallons. It's going around the hour.
That's what that.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, well, used to try that just The only thing that's unforeseen for us is the grant for the power company.
We should be on final track. I mean, we got approved from BBQ, but now it's at DOE, so they've got to review it, and they have no issues in looking at the grant, so. But it depends on Department of Energy now, so we're just on another waiting game. So yes, no, wait, so we'll see what happens. So
If it's money that you still
So,
never.
yeah, of course. Like I said, the BBQ said yes, so we're just waiting on Department of Energy. That's it.
It's money grant that you've never been able to get before.
No, it has to be a
Get it,
5-year
that's
grant,
correct.
so we can keep putting it forward for the next 4 years, so. Share expert on it.
Just as much as you want.
Maybe your business smart areas, that way you can, if you are, you can do like guys, all the system. Yeah. You talk, you get, maybe you gaze on, shut down portions and, yeah. So you can, on all, yeah, sure, right, so.
Thanks for not leaving off.
No, makes you have to do more stuff, instead of reading these, you know. There's a lot of quality, but I'm gonna read. Well. Why do I bought one? You trust in this, you know, I mean. Quickly write a question, someone's obligation.
So this, we can talk about the budget too. Police department.
We're gonna need to make a decision on that, yeah.
Okay, so that must be the budget. Okay, so
And because if this had been done online, which it would already be done before we knew we got the house right, so I was not even in there. And so we'll just have to do a bunch of different stuff later. If, you know, if we accept.
if we accept that, then you're gonna go through more information to find out if we should accept it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just do it. Okay. So I guess that's probably something we're not gonna discuss right now until we have more information on.
Yeah. Not for the budget, I mean, we can discuss it, no. In relation to the sure, but.
Okay.
So the way I take it, the way they did it last year, it sounds like, okay, if we've gone through it, and everybody seems okay with it, we just adjourn this meeting. And then we call the planning budget approval meeting. And then that's when we go through the resolutions and accept those.
Okay.
So directly after.
Okay, so then we go on to public comments.
So we don't know where we're at on our water budget? I'd kind of like to know where we're at on our water, sewer, electrical, all that stuff, so we.
Here, I don't think I have the current cash reserves, so if that's what you're wanting, I don't have that.
Yeah, I mean,
I've looked at mine the past month, I know I'm doing pretty good, last time I checked, it was, I think like 380,000. So, but that was last time I checked, so.
but you should be fine.
Yeah, I'm fine, we're not losing money, I looked at the water and sewer, and then the current rate increase, this is just me looking at it. They're gonna gain slow. So they are going to gain over the next year. So,
Yeah, we've got an increase next month.
yeah,
Yeah.
so.
I think the water was low, but it's come, like she said, it's better, it's better than that.
I know we have projects coming up, and if we blow that budget, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
So I'd kind of like to know where that reserve is and what we're projected to spend, so just so we know about it.
So are the projects coming up under the grant that we got with a match, grant match with it?
I would say the same.
Isn't that the grant that we got, the money that we got for the projects?
You told me like the ARPA stuff, and
Is that how they for that?
I don't think it was. You know, I think it was whether or not like, so that's it, to the water, and then we got to, It's, I definitely, definitely like to not.
Yeah, 'cause I remember something to do with we got a grant, and then we also got a grant to cover the match. One of the grants, was that to do with the water and sewer?
At 15,000, was that something?
No. It was 2 million and. What was it, 200, some thousand. On top of that, that's great, we can grant that.
So for cash reserves, what I have in the state form, cash reserves, we have 0 for water, for sewer, we have 63,000. We have 445,000 for electric.
But we can't have 0,
Right.
I mean, don't we get in trouble if we have 0?
We get in trouble if we have too much. Well, we get in trouble if we.
Yeah, I think we do, because then the kids under the program where we did the grants, we had to have so much in reserve, because that's why the audit sewer was in the red for those couple of years.
Yeah. Would you be able to look that down? If we're planning it again.
You'd have to go into bottom out and actually get up there.
Well, this is another spot where it's kind of a makeup, what we put in here to make balance. From what I got from everything.
But what you're wondering, TJ, right, is not about the expenditures versus the revenue, but what is it, the savings?
Well,
It's not money that's coming in and going out.
what are we projecting?
What we're not touching.
You know, what are we projected to spend this year in this budget? And what's that gonna leave us?
Sewer, water, electric, general fund are the same. As far as what we're thinking is coming in to what we're gonna spend.
No.
Same as last year. Same as what?
Yeah.
Same as revenue and expenditures.
Right,
Right, but there's
So-
a,
But
so what we have projected for 2025 is $10, let's say. And we have 0 money left over, we spent $11. We're in the hole $1, so I'm trying to figure out what we have projected to spend and what we're gonna end up with. So if we do have a snafu or something,
Right,
do we have any kind of safety net?
so for water, from what I could see, and went through and put in, no, we got nothing. And like I say, for the sewer, we have the 63,513. General. The general is 83,000.
does that sound right to you, Warren, for water? I don't remember us ever being at 0 in Missouri.
I know it was getting pretty low. It was hurting. That's where it's like people are always bugging us about when are you gonna fix that section of the street going up to the high school and stuff. I tell them, we don't have a budget to even think about it. So stuff where, I mean, we really been trying to watch our spending in the water department just for that reason, because I knew it was kind of hurting. I don't know.
That's why you get a rate increase on our water.
Raise them down.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah. And that rate
Yeah.
increase is not figured into revenue. Yeah.
How many
So, yeah. It comes wrong with the mistake. They can explain. pay it.
Or you can check and stuff. Making sure you have your reserve, you can just money one off, right?
Well, the other thing that would probably help is when we get the meters in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one knows it's here.
Yeah, we've got,
That has.
got like 100.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can get those in. That should be help bring in revenue. When we do the rate increase, that brings in more revenue than we've got budgeted here.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
cause,
that's not
yeah, the new meters, that was part of that house, and 350.
right.
And we got, like I said, the meters should be here anytime,
Yeah.
but they were, even I got the quote in the spring, and they told me then that these are back ordered like 8 months.
Are they gonna honor that same price?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, he said they, he said, I don't think it's, well, when I talked to him, the last, he said, well, if there's a price difference, I'll call and let you know, and he never did, so I'm assuming it's gonna be honored it. But yeah, they're supposed to be here and we'll get to work on those too. I'd like to have had them in summer, but.
Oh, it's just snow, you're
Yeah.
The only other spot to make money is down there if needed, or if the water station there.
Yeah,
You better learn how to make some money too.
start charging people to draft off your anchor line.
Gotta get a meter for that.
It gets a lot of use.
Just spitballing, since we, obviously, we're not even close to having that meter system put in the self-pay one. What if it was just closed, like locked on the weekends, and it was only available for Ward or one of the water guys to meet them down there and unlock it, pump it, and they paid, like, got a ticket and paid right then.
We'd
Like
have a lot
pumping
of-
propane.
Yeah, we'd have a lot of wages going out to somebody monitoring that because they come and go.
Is it, yeah, there's one truck on this, not for 4 hours, you can like a 12-hour gallon tank in the back and Kodiak. Yeah, like. Yeah. Yeah, he's 80 year old. You want to put an inch line, come on, exactly. Yeah.
So do we know what our projected revenue, with the rate increase and stuff is gonna be?
Cause I have no idea. I have not looked at those numbers. But I know what does it say? What were you saying? How many gallons do we not build for probably? It's quite a few.
Yeah, we had sort of 1,000,000 gallons not metered. So, but not all of that we'd be able to charge for, a lot of that is
Right.
set in the base rate.
Yeah.
So, just putting that 150 meters in doesn't mean we're going to exponentially increase
Right.
the water revenue. A lot of that is still just covered under the base rate gallons that are allowed, so.
You know, it's the water leak down there at Riverside. That was a big one.
Yeah.
And it saw it. So how much was that leaking out through the year?
Yeah.
It was a lot. Yeah, the month after, when they read the meters that, and it wasn't even the full month, we saved a lot of gallons. I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but I texted him like,
Yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't, we fixed the big one on Riverside and then it was only 2-3 weeks later, we had that one by the skate park. Yeah, we got that up and fixed it. And it made a huge help.
So we're not really gonna gain a million gallons back for revenue.
some,
Well,
but
it's
not,
So
not lots.
some-
Tens of thousands of dollars for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's,
$1,000.
that's leaked water that nobody's using and we couldn't charge for anyways.
Right.
That's so.
But that's what they're going off of is what we've been losing of water compared to
Oh.
selling coming out. That's
Right.
that 1,000,000 gallons and that's where the water
Yeah.
is. Stop that, but it ain't gaining us nothing.
No, it's not gonna stop them. Yeah.
Ops from work.
But it saves us on maintenance and.
Here doesn't, like, you guys are getting,
Right,
I'm making out like, you guys are losing.
yes.
That's how it works when a meter goes out, a meter replaces. No, it's. But yeah, first meter.
I mean, you guys have a leak at Twilight Sea Crisis for 5 years I've lived here. In the winter time,
intersection always thought out, not only being complete.
I have told the Codys that they have a leak month after month after month, and they refuse. Yes, they're like, we do not, everything's fine, so.
That intersection is always thought out in the winter time at twilight and sunrise. And when I grew up, if that was thawed, there was a leak underneath that road.
That's another section maybe we replace when sunrise, that's the all the way up Twilight to Iron Creek.
Yep, that was one of the ones we went after for granting, yeah. So you're gonna go for more grants this next year?
Yeah. So fingers ready, buddy.
Yeah. You go for all you can until you can't get any more. You're gonna dry up soon.
I do the female engine really hard this year.
They're clearly not fine.
Well, the only way I know the water department make money right now is get that meter. Going, so you can start charging everybody for what they take and not hand it out to people that don't even pay.
Well, that's not happening tomorrow. What do you guys do on Brennan Creek? Is there any P on that, or you just let them have a break?
The yellow hydrants on there, we still about
Considered non-potable, isn't it?
to this green water.
Usually where the foresters like to fill over.
Do you make money off hydrant to where you can put a neat top on it so we don't have to use it?
Yeah.
Too many of those foresters gotta use the pipe wrench.
And that's why it's that way, because they've been using one of them.
Do you guys maintain that hydrant? Is that up to you guys?
The yellow one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would be, it should be a fee on that because they have destroyed that to the point where if we did need it for a seat. You might be, you know, but of course, it's gonna seem.
With that, with the fee on that and with the Forest Service, they do extra work for us.
Well, I get it.
Towards the county and all for.
Yeah, and I get that, like all the just contractors for coming in and getting it, you know, and whatnot. Forest Service, county, those guys, that's all kind of wash trade.
Yeah.
But all the contractors that get out of it, I mean, even most of them be willing to pay you
Yeah.
10, 20 bucks to fill up a tank for the couple of days or whatever tools you're.
Cause there's like ball drillers, there's those guys,
The barn.
the hydro seeders, I mean, there's a bunch of people who use that.
Yeah, I know from whatever truck it is that has a mirror tank on the back of it, just that one's very warm.
Yeah.
Stinks low.
Let's stop at City Hall and come out, pay for that water, maybe 1 or 2 a year.
Yeah, I think the word is out. Water your way.
I'm honestly surprised people don't fill up there for their water from houses.
Well,
Well, they do. They not on the hydrant, but down the O'Brien Creek line, they do.
I seen a guy over there filling up on the O'Brien Creek hydrant, kind of by the parking lot, but pull up where. And I went over there and like, he really thought he was getting away with something. I went over there just to tell him, hey, you know, that's creek water, just so you know. And he thought he was in trouble. He started like scrambling for his truck. Non-potable, no, not on me.
Maybe we should mark those somehow.
There was a sign on there got knocked down.
I say non-potable or not.
Yeah, it's,
And when it says right on hydrant, it says non-potable.
yeah.
One fifty pound man in purple.
Super. Yeah. People like.
In California, yeah. What with the line now, and what is being done.
Touch ropes and hydrant or knee bricks around the country.
So zero reserve, that means no book number. Not $1.
Don't rush the war.
Sorry. Yeah.
Nothing can break.
You guys. So what happened to the reserve that was there? 5 years.
I think what reserve got wiped out with the change order, Chuck. the TCI change order at 67,000. I think that change order 67, 65 or something.
Man, it took everything we had.
It went up
From 90,000 at the beginning to, what is it, 400 some thousand in the end?
Finished it on.
No, TCI, just that last one that we got 6 months after the contract.
Okay.
That one, that's what wiped us out.
Out, yeah, that we weren't even prepared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't even, we had everything on the budget. But we didn't have that change order. That's what surprised us. So, and I think that's where we're at, is why our water's in trouble. I think we need to get some research done on that, on what our reserve can actually be versus. Cause if we're projected to spend our money through 2025 and have a zero reserve at the end of that year. I think we need a little more information before we say yay to the 2025 budget. That's my opinion. So, projected with the rate increase of, because that the rate increase has a base rate increase in usage, monthly fee.
The base rates, yes, will increase. I can't remember the percentage,
So,
and gallons stay the same, so.
so we should be able to project roughly, you know, what that's gonna do for them. Cause like I said, if we have one thing go wrong. And we're just scrambling to take $1,500 over the fire department.
Right, yeah.
Then we got to get some down low.
And how kind of parent.
Yeah, I mean,
Might as well return.
Well,
Now, we can set up this last one.
is that information you can get for it? You know, the base rate increase with how many meters there are currently, at least, as close as you can to a general dollar amount, how many meters do we have for them?
There's not enough money. Yeah, you're flat around 30 meters.
Yeah.
And 540.
Yeah, 540. And what's your base rate going up by?
I don't know.
Yeah, 2%. So, yeah, so you're gonna get an increase of 2% on 540 meters run rate.
Just do a little math.
Yeah. So.
Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, so. I don't blame them.
are the meters that are coming in, are they paid for out of last year or this year's?
That's
Great.
Out of the grant, okay.
yeah. Cause we got part of to do the 100 meters and then also the project on the well house to cut the. Cause it's a 2-story building and the second story up there isn't insulated. So, I mean, you get a ton of snow and there's not any snow on that roof up down there because all the heat just goes flying. So we're gonna cut that second story down, insulate it better, put new tin on it. And that's what Chris McBride.
If it's a 2% increase, we're looking at about 4,500 a year.
That'd be a real slow increase.
You can go find the number if you want to, because I've got it on my desk. Take a look.
Well, it's a 2% increase a month. So it makes that point about hard.
No, it's whatever.
That's a year. I don't know.
Cause what is the base rate for, sales?
Oh, that's for much more.
Yeah, and just.
Yeah.
Let's raise the rates.
Already did.
It's all so well for living, it's too bad.
Yeah. Well, they can charge better than me before I have red. I need my.
$1.
So we got.
That
zero's what's getting.
You trust that much more. It's for the dollar.
We got the power company out of the red. Let's take some of our money back from the power company. Take the rate increase for the water part and take the rate decrease for the power. Oh, so back in there. We got you new equipment. You got your last for another, what, one last 40 years?
30 years, yeah, that's how.
Well, that's how it did.
Yeah, well,
And next year, the year after.
Oh, she got it?
Yep.
I can talk to you guys too and kind of start. Maybe budgeting more ways out of the sewer department and stuff. If we spend 4 hours working on water stuff, maybe you can like 3 of those as sewer.
Can you really do that though?
We can do it. As far as that.
When it comes back out, it's, are you gonna stand? Sure.
Yeah, so we can spend 3 hours doing water stuff for the sewer department.
Heard the sewer one very well somewhere.
I didn't see, that's where. So we have always kind of broken it up. We really try to, okay, we spent 2 hours doing this, 2.5 doing that. We really break it down like that. I talked to other cities at water classes and asked them like, how do they break it up? The guy's like, oh, well, they'll spend 2 months paying our wages out of the sewer department and then 2 months paying us out of the water department. And I mean, they really, it just depends on how money's looking.
But
So
then
it's
they'll come
not-
up with an accurate.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like if. Cause I mean, I could mark down that I did streets for 5 hours or whatever and. Was I necessarily doing streets? I mean, we try to keep it as accurate as we can, but it can be fudged a little bit.
Yes.
Public money, time share fund, yeah.
That's it.
See that, I mean, that's what other towns do, so.
They just have
Are they?
public works,
What's,
they just have public works just broad, and then the wages are what they are out of it, they don't break it down to sewer, water, it's just public works.
yeah.
Well, we're also under contract for this, so it's not.
I think we get ourselves in the boat. Yeah. That we should be in if we do that.
I'm not trying to cause any trouble.
We love this areas more.
Yeah.
So all the increased spending in the supplies is grant funded, is that right? Cause like. Repair and maintenance page, good, history, 8.
12.
So like repair and maintenance supplies went from 10,000 to 20,000. And then motor vehicle maintenance for 2,000 to 61,000. Or no, sorry, that's water meters. But that's all the water meters are getting with the extra funding.
That's a grant, but
Yes, the grant money is in there, which I can't remember the total, but it was in there. We had 15,000, we got 40-some thousand. In the grant. And so I don't remember if we had moved that up to 20,
Which one are you looking at again?
on page 8,
Okay.
or 12 of the expenditures.
234.
So yeah, 234 for the water meters.
Okay.
I know we were at 15,000. I don't remember if we had already wanted that bumped up, and then we got that grant for the meters, which I know was, I thought 43,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think there's 61,000.
Yeah. So, yes, we were already at 15. Yeah, we already had 15. At least 15 we were trying to budget. I can't remember if we
Yeah, I
were
think-
24.
Yeah, cause it seems like every year we lose, here pretty soon we'll have all of them replaced anyway.
Right.
At the rate they're going, yeah. Cause we've already replaced a heck of a lot of them, and I think that 15,000 was just, we just budgeted that, you know.
Do you still need that though, even though you've got the others?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we have over 150 not being right now, and we only have 100 on the way.
yeah, this
And
grant,
they're stealing it 5 to 10 a month.
yeah, this grant only covers it.
Yeah, okay.
It's because they're way past their life expectancy
Right.
right now.
Yeah, they were only projected for 20 years and we've achieved every bit of that and then some. So now they're, especially the double pits, they see really run off. There's one little rain box for 2 meters, so a lot of the double pits are really the ones that are starting to die. Rapid. So yeah.
Trying to just go away from that. It's scary.
I've been poking away like 10,000 for the last 2 years for this. We need, the only piece of equipment we have left to replace is the skid steer, and so that's for the last 2 years I've been budgeting that 10,000 to kind of save it for when you replace that, so it's not such a sticky shot all at once.
Where is that going? Where's that money going? I mean,
That
what
was
is-
in, well, it's in the equipment,
Machinery and equipment.
Yeah. Right here, should be nine.
940, yeah.
There's
Zero.
zero.
You have zero in there.
It's not under dollars and under.
Yeah, has to be.
There's one other we put that in. Motor vehicle, you can about 232.
No, because that's your normal vehicle maintenance. Tires, tubes, etc. Yeah. That's all it is.
And it's not in sewer either.
I know it was, well, like I said, 'cause I've done it for the 2 years that I've been charging you.
Your repair and maintenance company. You have like 1,000.
So let's go.
230.
Yeah, I did it this year.
Repair and maintenance under water utility. Yeah, that's what I was asking about.
It's on, page 8 of 12 at 230 under water utilities, so you need down.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So that's what that,
So that's budgeted at 20,000, is 10,000 of that for?
yeah, I mean, if we had to, cause I gotta talk to that one gal, what I was trying to do, there's that Lindsay, I think is her name, the gal, and she said if we do it kind of earlier in the year, we could get like a 75% match
Oh.
for the, if we do it that way, and so that's, I was trying to build it up a little bit to cover over 25.
So the 10,000 from last year that was budgeted.
Yeah.
Was not spent, so
No.
that would be by putting it away.
Yeah, that's kind of working.
That's right, you talk about like a capital.
Yeah, but a casual one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all that is, so I mean,
Mhm.
if we had to, I mean, we could help, but.
Would that be at 25% of the cost?
That's a trade-in.
Yeah, we get, cause we get a little bit of a trade in for, I think we looked at it once before, way back when Darwin was still here. And I think they said they wanted us to give us like 15,000 gallons. So, but I think if a new one, what, like 45? What's that, 67? Oh, okay, so yeah, some more like 60. Say 100.
But that's gonna 200 and we want to change that.
Say 100, but the big one can't say you didn't nice.
The excavator's name, so.
You can't count on the trade-ins.
It's got a man acquisition.
Yeah, what last year?
So do you remember whether you put any money in sewer away for that?
I think it was just
Just water?
Just water.
yeah, I think it was just the one.
So I'm not seeing anywhere in sewer that jumps out that you gotta.
Yeah, I think that's
10
what it was.
grand.
But you're saying, could maybe get a like 3-to-1 match?
Yeah,
Or we
it's
should do 25%.
Yeah, that's what, the last time I talked to Mindy, she said that the earlier in the year we do it, there's a better chance we can get like 75% match. Otherwise it's goes down to like 45, it'll way too long in the year and all the money gets used up. So I figured, well, cause when we were looking at doing it, it was already too late in the year. And then that first year, it's like, well, we just focus on the way, and so the last 2 years, that's kind of
Is that kind of your plan then to apply
yeah,
this
it's
right
yeah,
away? Is that calendar year
the for the
for that grant, like January, look at?
yeah, I think I believe it is, yeah.
January, February, because we talked about it, when she was saying, get the early part of it, you know.
And you're planning on putting in the spring for it?
Well, if we can make money work, I mean, that's a I'll just keep waiting. But that thing still runs. I mean, it's still operating, but it's getting old.
No, I completely understand that.
Yeah, so
No argument, I just,
if we'll keep limping her along as long as we can, but that's like the last old piece of equipment I have. So if I can replace it, cool. If we can't afford it, we'll just have to wait.
cause right now I see that as the only kind of reserve that we have for 2025.
Yeah.
Unless somebody's seen something different.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reserve we had beforehand. Spam.
If you look at the federal, like what we do in nursing, like they have federal programs that cities can use to get like military equipment. They just because it's green doesn't mean it's not a cat, and they're cat. They're supposed to be brand new, low hours, but they also give it to the cities. Oh, why they call it like a federal incentive grant or not even grants, and but it's low hour equipment that we can do.
Surplus equipment.
Surplus equipment, but it's low hours. It's just something. Yeah, it'd be something to check into. I know, I mean, I'm not gonna use it, you guys need it, but the equipment's not bad. Okay. And it's been maintained. Yeah, so.
And free is cool.
Yeah. Sign up for two.
I'll paint it yellow for you, just so you make me like it.
Then we can have your $10,000.
Ow. Capture that in meeting minutes. Where was you know? What the?
Right.
Good thing, how are you?
On the last page, your supply for the electric machinery, including the 40,000. Remind me what that was for?
Pole trailer and dump trailer.
So that's two different trailers?
Well, after thinking about it, I think I get a better. If I get two separate trailers, I mean, we can get the one trailer that's together, but we're, not gonna get the best of either world. So, and probably could save a little bit of money getting two separate trailers than one specialized single trailer, so.
I thought the last time you talked about it, it was you were gonna get a better deal with the.
After doing more research and stuff, no, especially the past couple of months. Since we had finally put this in, dump trailers, I can get a better dump trailer for under 20. So than what I'm gonna be getting for a combined trailer for 40. So, and it's just, full trailers are somewhere around 15, so I'm hoping to save under the 40 is the goal. So for both.
Have you checked on like Ritchie Brothers or auction sites, see what they have?
Not for full trailers, I've glanced through there for dump trailers and stuff like that, yeah. So.
I can personally attest they ain't gonna ship the trailers
No.
today. Yeah,
Does she have some insurance?
they do have a lot of skid steer attachments right now.
That's just the.
Well,
Yeah. So a pole trailer is just the axle, it's real thin.
Oh.
Or steering extension, yeah.
See, the county would build their own, the city's on file.
Do you want me welding it? No, we're talking that.
Some stuff we built, I would be nervous on that one. Okay. Tear it down, go like a
Yeah, cause it extends out to 40 feet, so, yeah, I don't wanna be trying.
We can strap the axles to the poles and put it something on.
Yeah, you would,
As if you guys would even strap down.
yeah, exactly. Well, you gotta be here. I can see the day on the back.
There's an American flag here, Dusty, don't lie.
You're not ready.
So,
Say, it sounds like we're not gonna agree on this, so the next part of accepting the resolutions and all of that is probably a no-go, so. If we're ready to move on to work. Movie, I will have to call all the state and everybody and let them know that we did not get this passed.
Sharon, did you have more numbers for us?
No, just that was the 2%, so about 4,500 a year for next year is what we'll get from the increase in water rates.
revenue wise, with what you got going on, Clay, what was your reserve? 400,000, something.
Yeah, I said, so.
567 for sewer.
Thanks, there you go. The increase helped out a lot.
Did.
Well, and they've been doing a lot of extra jobs too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's been a lot of people putting in.
Yeah, they've been making money, I'm not.
Well, no,
it's not-
it's what job cost, so.
Still payments.
Yeah, they pay. So that's like, we got the check a couple weeks ago for $32,000 for the DG over there, and we've got the Leo job, we've got Pete Flemmel's job, like and I've got 4 other people that wanna talk to me tomorrow about power before winter. Good luck. So, there's only 9 jobs that try to knock down already, so. Yeah. It's all equipment. Once it gets here, we get it done.
Okay, so I would ask for a motion to adjourn, or do I have to ask for a motion to adjourn?
Yeah, no.
I have a motion to adjourn the preliminary budget hearing. October 7th, 2024.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
TJ make motion, do I have a second? Jamie seconds, all in favor? And we just wanna adjourn this one too? All correct, okay. Okay. We'll move on to.
Sorry, I need to have everybody sign a different sign sheet too.
Oh, okay.
That's you guys.
Yeah. Right, that's why you pulled that one.
Yeah.
Make Shara sign again.
Yep.
You guys, you sign it on.
You break down some.
Just make a mark.
Sure, do you think we should stop this?
Yeah.